Hey guys, what's up? Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy Nexus and Android 4.2. So, let's get into it. Going back to our humble beginnings, the Samsung Galaxy Nexus is a revolutionary device for its time, boasting Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich out of the box. Now you might be wondering, but is that ice cream sandwich 12 years old? What's the usage for it now? Well, that's what we're going to be seeing in this brand new video of mine. So the first thing we're going to see is the Android version this one's running on. Mine is the Verizon Galaxy Nexus, as you can see, baseband version i515. If you flip it over, you can see Verizon 4G LTE. Anyway, this one's running Android 4.2.2, which is the latest version this Galaxy Nexus could get updated to. As you can see, Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. And if you hold it down, you get the Bean Flinger Easter egg. Anyway, this phone is 4.65 inches, so it feels pretty decently large in the hand. That's what she said. But it's not that big of a phone, especially with the one I'm recording with, which is a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, being 5.5 inches. This one is decently sized, and I found that this phone is highly portable, and it can fit in your pocket just fine. It could be good for a portable music player or something else like that. Anyway, time to the display. The display is a 720p, 720 by 1280, 4.65 inch Super AMOLED HD display, so expect to see deep blacks here. And it has a pretty high brightness of about a few hundred nits. I'm not sure if I remember exactly how much, but it's bright enough to get it through the day, like this, for example. This bright condition. We stand up here. It's still... You can still decently kind of see the display, especially on camera. But anyway, what does Android 4.2.2 have to offer in 2024? Well, that's what we're going to explore. Firstly, I have a few games on here. Let's test Sonic 1 first of all. If it even... Okay, there we go. I'm going to put this on a tripod. Give me a sec. So it says that it needs the latest version of the Google Play Games app to actually play the game. But you can just ignore that by pressing cancel. Let's test sound. Might as well. I'm 99 years old. Pretty responsive touchscreen. On Wikipedia, it is stated that this phone can get to about 10 microseconds of touch delay, which is honestly very low latency. And it's very good for games like this, where you need insane reaction time, to say the least. Decent sound. But we'll test it more in depth when we get to the music section. Bro, fucking missed. Alright. As you can see, Sonic 1 is running pretty decent on the Galaxy Nexus. See if I can get through this really quick. There we go. Nice. Now this thing can run Sonic 1 pretty decent, actually. It's pretty speedy, and this is an older version of Sonic 1, so maybe that might be the reason, but even then, this thing could be a decent daily, game driver kind of thing, like for retro games and stuff. You can also do some, some level of emulation on this, but it has to be really light, like the Sega Genesis or NES or something. Maybe a PSP if you get lucky enough and have enough resources to conserve. But other than that, not much else can really run on this. So let's just get to this tube really quick. But as I was saying, since we're on the topic of games right now, we're going to go to Smurfs Village really quick. This phone actually sports a TIO map 4460 running at 1.2 gigahertz default. I'm running the stock ROM and stock kernel, so this is just by default at 1.2 gigahertz. I've heard some people overclock it too. That's a ladybug. That's not a ladybug. That's a beetle. As I was saying. I've seen people overclock this to 1.3 gigahertz and even 1.4 gigahertz, which I might do, so watch out for that. But it has 1 gigabyte of RAM, actually 768 megabytes, because that's like most of the 1 gigabyte of the RAM is like taken up by the system or some kind of integrated graphics, probably by the TIO map. I have the same issue with the Kindle Fire first generation, and I have no idea why. But anyway. Would you like to play Papa's first potion mixing game? Yep. Yep. For this one, you have to shake really hard, so don't mind if I have a seizure. Alright, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1. God damn! Oh my god, it's like... I'm running out of time. Fuck! Okay, there we go. Well done. This is just the mixture I need. Nice. Thank you for your help. You can come back to my lab whenever you wish to practice, but I'll need to clear the lab for a while after you've made a potion. Papa Smurf! Papa Smurf! I just heard a loud boom in the forest and what sounded like laughter. Well, I bet I know who I have dyslexia. I bet I know just who that is. We'll need to send a Smurf out of the village to find Jokey Smurf before he gets himself into trouble. Anyway, the Smurfs runs fine, but let's try Angry Birds and Angry Birds Space really quick. So yeah, Angry Birds. This is one of the lightest games you can actually run on a mobile device. If your phone can't run this, your phone is actually hopeless. Like, I swear to God. I just got a toast saying that a Smurf has returned to my village. I don't care. Alright. I missed! Wait, hold on, I got it. After this trajectory, I already know where to do. Knock that over. Yep. As you can see, the physics run fine. The game runs actually pretty fast. No noticeable lag spikes or lag. So this phone, we can safely say, can run Angry Birds just fine. Let me get this level done first before I actually say anything, because I really want to get... Okay, if you miss this last shot, I'm actually going to lose it. That damn pig! Alright, the next one we're going to do is Angry Birds Space. Let's get it. As you can see, this phone also has a contour display. It's kind of curved a little, if you can't tell there. There, yep. Curved. Freaking... Alright. Let's see if we get any noticeable lag spikes here. Oh, okay. So far, no noticeable lag spikes. It actually hasn't lagged at all, surprisingly. That's actually really shocking for a phone of this age, but... One more level and then we're good. Oh, I see. There we go. Man, screw you. I can't believe I'd get a freaking 2 stars. Alright, anyway. We can go on IDA64, and if that doesn't work, which it crashes often, we can just use device info hardware. Yep. For some reason, IDA64 has this problem that it just crashes on random devices. If the developers of this app could fix that, I would appreciate it. But anyway, device info hardware. Really quick, we're gonna hop into this. As you can see, Samsung Galaxy Nexus, resolution 1280 by 720, as you can see, pretty high resolution, low key. All right. 3.0.31 kernel. I'm running the stock kernel, so no kidding. What is that, like, yarn, like, yeah, that. I don't like that effect. Alright. It just called me a dummy. If this phone don't get at it. Anyway, as you can see, 768 megabytes of RAM with a SanDisk. 732 gig flash storage. Speaking of internals, there's this thin, flimsy piece of back cover right here. This is how thin it is. Every time I take it off, I feel like the fucking phone is gonna, like, the back cover is just gonna snap in half. But apparently, according to Samsung, they worked hard on creating this material, which, if I'm not mistaken, is called... Is it? I forgot, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway, you can see notification. A Smurf has returned to your village. I do not give a shit. Alright, anyway. Yeah. It's a dual-core 32-bit Cortex-A9 Texas Instruments OMAP 4460 processor at a clock speed of 350 gigahertz minimum, 1.2 gigahertz, 1200 megahertz max, or 1200 if you want to go the short form way, I guess. The governor is on interactive right now. I think that can change dynamically, but I don't know. The GPU is a PowerVR SGX 540, which is actually very a very decent graphics and card. This is not integrated graphics from what I know, actually. Anyway, vendor Imagination Technologies. Okay, so IT made the fucking PowerVR, and TI made the CPU. Oh, it's not even a Texas. Sorry, it's a Tuna, not a Texas Instruments. I apologize for that mishap. I promise to correct myself next time. The instructions are SWP, half thumb, fast mode, VFP, EDSP, thumb B, neon, VFP, V3. There's RTP10 revision. You can see Galaxy Nexus and just a bunch of system info. 1280 by 720 display with PPI of 318, really close to 320 XHDPI. 59 hertz, but for some reason it feels drastically smooth. Like if we scroll. Yeah, that's super smooth, but, I mean, if we did it, like, even... Oh, shit. Okay, whatever, screw it. Memory. Not a lot. It's enough to get the job done, though, for, like, basic usage. Oh my gosh, look at that screen get pixelated. Wow, 1280 by 1024. That's outrageous, but, if there's a 5 megapixel back camera, it's not a total deal breaker, but it does distract from the main features of the phone, especially since it isn't up to par with the iPhone 4S. If we go into camera ICS, which is my camera app, because the main one crashes for some reason. I'm at 5 megapixels with a high JPEG quality. Yeah, it's kind of delayed a little bit, but whatever. Anyway. Without the flash. I forgot, ICS and Jelly Bean had this feature where it was instant shutter, and you could also... Okay, whatever. I'm playing around with that too much, but... Basically... That's cool, but... This thing can record at 1080p max, which isn't really that much of an impressive feature, but it was back then, so that's cool, I guess. Anyway... I have root actually installed on this, and this phone is getting hot, but I have root installed on this, as you can see. Now it's configured, no logs available, super SU free. I have this one, enable super user, yada yada yada. I have it on Grant, but let's test audio. Shit, frick. Oh, as I was saying, let's test audio output really quick. Oh what the? Anyway, ignore that. I'm gonna just... This is so inconsistent. Alright. These speakers are very quiet, by the way. I don't know why it's so quiet. I feel like an equalizer program should fix that. A newer version of Chrome, but it's not too new, as you can see. Yeah, hold up. Okay, whatever. We're on the Walmart website for some reason, but... SSL certificates are expired on this device. Most of them are. It doesn't make it inherently insecure, but it does make the browsers that you use have multiple warnings for different sites for some reason, so I don't really recommend browsing too many sites on this. If you're wondering what this was, it's actually a docking like prong thing. But anyway, there's Instagram on here. I actually downloaded it, but if you actually launch Instagram, the servers are not available because it's such an old version of the application. Because I don't want to anger all those GNU Linux users, so I said application instead of the short form app, because that's going to piss them off for some reason. I'm not actually going to enter my password. I almost did that. I was going to be fucking shit. I should look bad in the Maybach truck, bubble butt. Just dude, if you... I hate this fucking song so much. I have VLC installed, as you can see. But Pool Tour, I downloaded this a while ago for fun. It was the first game I installed on this installation of Android, and it runs pretty well. I learned Pool hello. Hello, launch please. See, with Arch Linux, we don't face these fucking issues, bro. Like, okay, so as you can see, Pool Tour isn't responding. Do you want to close it? You know what, screw it, whatever. It ran perfectly before. This is the file manager I use on often for general tasks. just called File Manager Plus. You can download this on the Play Store if you'd like, but okay, that was lag, but you know, generally works fine. Can read different formats. Now, since this is a very old version of Android, some apps won't work. Applications won't work, but the Play Store works fine. Let's let it launch. Let's let it open. Let's let it execute. Let's let it, as you can see, yep. The Google Play Store works just fine, and this phone is becoming an oven in my hand. But anyway. I don't know why it's doing this, but this like thing where it like kind of like just like zooms the fucking like logos in like a lot for some or like no reason. I downloaded this and I played it for like 2 minutes, then I hated it. I don't know how to test the earpiece, but people have told me that the quality is very good for a phone like this. The colors on the display, speaking of that, are not too washed out. They're pretty vibrant, but they're not like they don't like come out with flying colors, literally. They are decent, I guess. But sometimes they can be a little too undersaturated or too over-exaggerated, which can kind of be a deal breaker for some people, but honestly, I really don't care. Anyway, one more thing I gotta cover and then we're out. So, So I'm sure y'all know the main feature of most Nexus and Google phones in general. And that, my friends, is the ability to do this. Custom ROMing. Now you might be wondering, but why would you want to... Wait, hold on, this is really dark. Why would you want to ROM such an old device? Isn't that just redundant at that point? Well, CM13 is Android 6.0 Marshmallow. I installed it on here before. It ran fine, but I really didn't want to go through the hassle of reinstalling everything that was on my Galaxy Express running CyanogenMod 12 onto this. So, you know. But as you can see, these are the artifacts, and I have some restore things like pack ROM 4.4.2, 2 stock ROM recoveries, and IMM7 6L, which I'm not going to restore. Well, actually, I might. Actually, yeah, we will. You look bad in the baby extra. Honestly, you look good. I'll stick tastic stuff on the tube. I had to sit cross-legged because it's really hurts sitting the way I was before. But I'm using TeamWin Recovery Project. I don't remember ever using Clockwork Mod on this. But anyway, this can tell you the CPU temperature and the battery and the time, which is also inaccurate. It's actually 427 if I remember correct. Yeah, it's 427. Anyway, you can also take screenshots. That was the screenshot being taken. As you can see, screenshot was saved. You do that by pressing power and volume down simultaneously. Let's do it one more time. Power, volume down, press. There. And now my foot is asleep. Great. Just great. Now I got pins and needles. I'll try not to mind it. reboot really quick. This might take a while because CyanogenMod 9 just takes a while for some fucking reason. I let this boot. And as you can see, guys, it finally booted Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich. I was gone for a few seconds because I had to do something, but do something that's annoying my mother. But anyway, this is the old UI I was waiting for. Bro, shut up! As you can see, settings, we open that really quick. Not performance. About phone. Android 4.0.4 Ice Cream Sandwich. And let's leave this review off with a bang. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you don't, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Anyway, peace out, guys.